Hello and welcome back to The Scoop. I'm your host, Lauren Mandel, and first off, we'd like to wish all of our Vandy friends a happy Parents' Weekend. While you've been out with the fam enjoying some of Nashville's finest dining and tailgating, we've been gathering the latest headlines to catch you up on this week's entertainment news. In this episode, we'll be talking the premiere of ABC's Nashville, the Emmys, and so much more. Then, in just a few minutes, I'll be tossing it over to music correspondent Allie for our music video countdown of the week. Plus, don't miss what our correspondent Bethia has to say as she introduces the latest segment, #Swag. All this and more on The Scoop. When Nashville first comes to mind, you probably think of the city where country music stars are born, Southern grub, and our very own Vanderbilt University. But now people are starting to associate the city with the hit ABC show Nashville. In its second season premiere, Nashville was welcomed back to the small screen with raving reviews. Not only did everyone love the drama-filled hour premiere, but Vanderbilt University's medical center was used to film many of the scenes throughout the episode. Maybe one day we'll get to find ourselves in the background of a future episode. If those odds aren't reason enough, don't miss Nashville at 9 p.m. Wednesday nights on ABC. In more television news, the 65th Annual Emmy Awards aired this past Sunday in perfect timing with some of the award winners' season premieres and finales. Neil Patrick Harris, otherwise known as NPH, wasn't shy of screen time this week, hosting the show and appearing on the season premiere of How I Met Your Mother's 9th and final season. This was no problem to us as no one can get enough of the talented actor, singer, and dancer as it is. Modern Family won the Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series, which was no surprise as the show in its season premiere this past Wednesday continued to tell heartwarming stories and hilarious stories to remind us all of our own families. Outstanding Drama Series went to Breaking Bad. This addictive television show will air in its final episode this Sunday, September 29th. To help fans through their withdrawal, a spin-off series following the character Saul is in the works titled Better Call Saul. Claire Danes took home an Emmy for her work in Homeland, which is a highly anticipated premiere this week following a cliffhanger ending to its last season. Cannot wait to see what is next for this riveting drama. Nashville, which premiered this week, is always one to watch, especially for those students here at Vanderbilt. Shooting for the hit show has made its way to our campus. Now, let's check in with our music correspondent Allie to get our music fix for the week and find out what's going on with some of our favorite artists.
Let's get right into our video mashup for the week. From the videos that made us rewatch, pause, and even stop watching altogether, here are the Scoop's top 5 music videos. At number 5 on our countdown, Crooked Smile by J. Cole featuring TLC. J. Cole is known for using his videos to get people talking about highly controversial topics, and Crooked Smile is no different. In the video, we see a drug bust on Cole's home that ultimately ends up in the shooting of an innocent little girl by police. Cole's video is a prime example of how music videos can do much more than entertain us. At number 4, I Wish by Cher Lloyd featuring T.I. While Cher did get a new set of teeth for her video, we are pleased to know that she did not get a new personality. In classic Cher Lloyd style, she stuffs her bra and does fun, provocative chili peppers. Fashion Killa by A$AP Rocky starring Rihanna takes the 3rd spot. A$AP's Fashion Killa, which premiered surprisingly on GQ, did more for us than throw us into the world of fashion. With rumors already buzzing around about a supposed secret relationship between the two, this video made us even a little more suspicious. This week's number 2 video, Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake, featuring Majid Jordan. More like a mini-film, Drake's new video features familiar faces like A$AP Rocky, Majid Jordan, and even Scarface's Stephen Bauer. Drake, a known hopeless romantic, becomes a hero in the video, attempting to save a very attractive woman from a ruthless kidnapper. Surprise, surprise, Drake saves the day. And finally landing at the number 1 spot, 23 by Mike Will Made It. In musical tribute to Michael Jordan, Mike Will Made It collabs with Wiz Khalifa, Juicy J, and even Miley Cyrus. In the video, set in a high school, we see Mike and Cyrus sporting new J's and extremely good-looking Bulls jerseys. Fall's officially here, and is most definitely the season of pop music. Expect new albums from Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, and newcomer Lorde, who graced the cover of Billboard magazine this past month, dubbed the new Queen of Alternative. Speaking of pop divas, Miss Britney Spears took to Instagram this past Thursday to release a 15-second teaser for her new music video, Work Bitch. From what we saw, the Ben Moore directed clip shows the toned and talented pop star in her new home, the Las Vegas desert, ready to break it down with her dancers in the sand. Sexy and glamorous as always, we're keeping this video upcoming on our radar for next week's countdown. Pandora and Spotify better watch out, because with the iOS 7 update, Apple also released its own version of an online radio, iTunes Radio. iTunes Radio is unique because it not only personalizes your music stations based on what you choose to listen to, but it also incorporates your iTunes library into the mix. You can even listen seamlessly on all from one Apple device to another. Just put one down and pick the other one up where you left off. Also, because Apple is the world's most popular music store, you can listen to new songs and albums on iTunes Radio first. I think iTunes Radio will help us all out with the upcoming pop music season. Back to you, Lauren.
Music mogul Jay-Z has teamed up with Barney's New York for the production of a new holiday clothing line. The collection, called A New York Holiday, can be purchased in stores and online for a limited time from November 3rd until January 3rd. Now, we all know that Barney's is not cheap thrill, so how much is a piece from this highly anticipated collection going to cost? Well, the cheapest thing in the line being at $70 a t-shirt, and the most expensive being $33,000 timepiece. We can safely assume that this line was not designed for your average American citizen. Or did Jay-Z just forget that everyone is not as rich as he is? But don't worry, Jay-Z, it is not 100% greedy. 25% of the funds from the limited clothing line are going towards Jay-Z's Sean Carter Scholarship Foundation. It's for a good cause. Well, some of it, anyway. In this week's Miley news, Miley was featured on the October issue of Rolling Stone magazine. Miley, photographed naked in a pool with smudged makeup and tattoos while licking her shoulder, is clearly intent on keeping up this bad girl image of hers. In the interview, Miley discusses everything from her twerk-filled VMA performance to her view on drug use. Miley even talked about our very own Nashville. Also, in some positive news for Miley, Cher backtracked on her previous statements that Miley's VMA performance was distasteful. Instead, Cher now is saying that Miley was just doing her thing and catering to her audience. You hear that, Miley? Now that's Cher on your side. That's all you need. Breaking news, the book The Giver by Lewis Lowry is being adapted into a movie with a star-studded cast, including Meryl Streep, Katie Holmes, and Taylor Swift. The movie will be based on the plot of the book, where a young boy played by Brenton Twites is selected to be on the receiver of memories and trains with The Giver, played by Jeff Bridges. Filming will start in October in Cape Town, and the movie is set to premiere the August of 2014. And now, the moment I've personally been waiting for, I'm going to send it over to Bethia for some hash swag.
You know that when Jimmy Fallon parodies hashtags, it has to be the latest craze. So we're bringing our very own hash swag to the scoop. Let's check out what's trending today. Hashtag you ready? Hashtag I hope so. When we thought there couldn't be any more Kardashian drama, we were hashtag wrong. Word on the tweet street is that Lamar is struggling with some hashtag daddy drama and is calling the Kardashians his real family. No word on whether him and Khloe's marriage is on the rocks, but according to his tweet, he had much more to say on the family matter than 140 characters would let him. Hashtag raise the bar, Lamar. Hashtag you do you. This year's Emmys was filled with fashion, jewels, and the occasional nip slip. Hashtag oops. The beautiful Tina Fey showed the audience more than they asked for when she was accepting her award for the Best Comedy Writer for 30 Rock. Not even the slightest bit embarrassed, Tina embraced her nip slip by making fun of it during promos for the premiere of SNL. Hashtag she can't stop. Hashtag she won't stop. In other news, the hashtag lovely Nina Dobrev has announced her romantic involvement with Dancing with the Stars' Derek Hough. Dobrev had apparently gotten close with her older sis Julianne Hough and fell in love with Derek along the way. Dobrev had said earlier in the year, after splitting up with co-star Ian Somerhalder, hashtag hottest couple, hashtag ugh, that she wanted to focus on her and be single for a while. Guess that didn't last long. Hashtag why can't I find a boyfriend that quickly? Kanye West is making headlines again as he went back to his hashtag I am a god ways during a BBC interview with Zane Lowe. He claimed he was the biggest rock star in the world. Hashtag yeah. Our favorite Jimmy Kimmel decided to to parody it by using 2 kids to play the roles of West and Low. Kimmel also commented, does Kanye West know he's not supposed to be his own hype man? Hashtag zinger! West was furious, going on a rampage on Twitter, demanding an apology and attacking Kimmel. Hashtag hurry up with my damn massage. Hope you hashtag don't hate me yet for talking like this, because right now I'm about to join our show end discussion on the latest in new television shows.
Hi, and welcome to the panel. This week, we're going to be talking about all of the new and exciting fall television shows. There's so much to discuss, so I brought in some experts on the topics. We have...
I'm Bethia.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Allie.
Okay, guys, so let's start this off with the one I know we're most looking forward to. Super Fun Night featuring Rebel Wilson. That's big.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I hear, like, she's not using her Australian accent this time. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, that's going to be so weird because that's like her defining characteristic. I don't know why she would do that.
Well, it's her first move onto TV also, so maybe it was, like, distinguishing her.
Yeah, I heard there were several singing roles, and even Ashley Tisdale is going to play her sister, which I'm not sure how I feel
weird.
about.
Wait, rewind. This is a musical television show?
No, there's just musical scenes.
Okay.
I mean, we know she's a great singer.
Rebel Wilson,
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah.
But Ashley Tisdale, that's really exciting. It's kind of like big for her because she never really got out of that teen market.
Yeah.
Like, and when she
She hasn't
did,
done
she kind of
anything
failed.
lately.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
Well,
thinking.
she
She
has,
has.
we just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But like that's the truth. But like she's a comedian, so I'm kind of excited for that. I think that'll be cool.
I think it'll be a good one for ABC.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, okay, another one I believe that was on ABC, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I got
That's
this
right.
reviews.
That.
Yeah.
There's like a huge cult following too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know for the Avengers, Agent Coulson died at the end of the movie, and all these fans were like, "No, this can't happen." But now he's alive in this, and they're played by the same person. So.
Oh, they got the same guy.
Yeah, they did.
They have some. I mean, that's like such big
Overlapping.
stakes. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, they don't have Robert Downey Jr. though, which is like a big draw for a lot of people. So
I
that
don't-
could be, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it.
Really?
Robert Downey Jr. makes or breaks the Avengers for me, guys.
Just nice to look at too.
Yeah.
And he's talented with the others more to life. Well, I didn't get to watch it this week, but I really want to because I really love the whole Marvels.
Yeah, me
you know,
too.
all
I
the
always
movies.
love it. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Okay,
it could get better
yeah.
too.
So I know your opinion,
One
but I'm gonna keep
episode.
going. Yeah. Okay, and then another one we want to talk about is Michael J. Fox, the new show. What do we think?
I was just really uncomfortable watching the premiere. It was supposed to be super funny and a play on his Parkinson's because it's his first breakout role since Spin City, but I don't know. I feel like the audience reaction is super mixed.
There's so many ways that could turn out as awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could also like offend other people.
Right,
With Parkinson's,
yeah.
so you have to like do it in a
It's
certain
such
way.
it's really
Yeah.
sensitive. Okay, so can we take a vote? Say what you're most excited for.
Definitely super fun night, hands down.
Yeah.
Super fun
Me
night.
too.
I still want to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the second episode of season 2 of This Scoop. We've had such a good time. Enjoy your parents' weekend.